Hi guys, today I am here to bring you a tutorial on the exercise Control Balance Off on the reformer. This is a super fun exercise, one that is not suitable for everyone. If you have neck issues, if you have osteoporosis, please do not do this exercise. It is hard to keep a long spine and not put undue pressure into the neck during this exercise, so I would caution you to really listen to your body as we go through this tutorial. Prior to starting this exercise, what I would suggest is you do a warm-up. I'm not going to show you a warm-up. I am personally already warmed up, but I would do a little bit of definitely some hamstring flexibility exercises, definitely some bridging, maybe a little bit of a rolling like a ball or a roll over to get your spine used to that rounded shape that we will be taking through this exercise. You might want to do a little bit of balancing standing on the floor. That's another balance is another emphasis of this exercise, so practicing that would be handy. And also the exercise tree, I would say, is a good prerequisite, and single straight leg stretch. So all of those, I will write those down for you on the screen. And so I would definitely do that a bit of warming up prior to beginning this exercise. Once you're warmed up, let's get started. So my headrest is down. I have a few springs on my machine so that it does not move around. I don't want it wiggling around. My straps are on my pegs. We don't need the straps, so if you want to put them in the well, you can. And we will start laying down on the carriage for this. I apologize in advance if my mic gets a little bit fuzzy because we will be in a kind of compressed position. I hope it doesn't. I'll try my best not to have that happen, but if it does, I apologize. Okay, so to start, scooch away from your shoulder blocks quite a bit. For me, that means my tailbone is hanging off the carriage because I want a bit of distance between my head and the shoulder blocks. You can adjust this as you see fit, but for my shoulders, this feels the most comfortable. Once you've established that distance, we're going to grab onto the sides of the shoulder blocks with the hands. Let the shoulders relax down on the mat and the elbows widen. Take your gaze straight up to the ceiling and your toes straight up to the ceiling as well, with the inner thighs hugging together. Gaze is at the feet. Take an inhale here and then exhale, keeping the neck long. Lift the hips up off the carriage, taking those toes to the ceiling. Please engage your glutes and your hamstrings here. From here, we're going to take our left elbow up to the ceiling, hand on top of the headrest, as we bring the right foot down towards the floor outside the carriage. Then we're going to bring that foot back up to the ceiling, switch out the position of the hands so that the right hand is on top of the shoulder block, and extend the left leg down by the side of the carriage. We're going to do that one more time, taking our right leg down, and now we're going to work into our control balance off. My gaze is towards my top foot. I'm reaching it nice and high. I'm going to continue to reach my right foot down to the floor, rolling over my shoulders, placing my foot down, and then coming up to a standing position on the floor next to the carriage. Once you feel balanced, remove your hand from your shoulder block and find any type of position that feels good to you. For me, it feels nice to come into a bit of back extension because we were just in that very rounded shape. Now we're going to come back again in that same position we just started. So one hand on top of the shoulder block, one hand to the side. We roll onto the shoulder girdle, looking at my top toes. Come into your balanced position, and then if you'd like to, you can roll the spine down before we go into the other side. We'll repeat that again, making sure that we have space between the head and the shoulder blocks. From here, grab onto the sides of your shoulder blocks, toes to the ceiling. Let's lift our toes up, elbows wide. To start, use your glutes and your hamstrings. Take your right elbow up to the ceiling as the left leg goes out to the side. Bring that leg back up and switch. One more time, left leg goes down. We're gonna look up towards our top foot, reach our top foot up. Bring our other leg all the way down to the floor and find our balance. Whoa, whoa. Once you've established that balance, we're gonna come down into the same position we were just in. So again, landing on your shoulder girdle, toes to the ceiling, and then you can lower your spine down. Let's do one more round on each side to solidify this exercise. So elbows wide, toes to the sky, tailbone under, feet lift. Left elbow up, right leg down. Right elbow up, left leg down. One more time to the other side, and here we go. Keep reaching your top foot up, roll over your shoulder, find your balance. Maybe that little back extension. And then we come back down the same way we came off, onto the shoulders, toes lift up to the ceiling. I got caught on my hair. Same thing, other side. Right elbow up, left leg down, and switch. And switch, and here we go. Keep looking at the top toes. Stabilize on the floor. Remove your hands, find your balance. And then coming back down the same way we lifted up. Onto the shoulders. And then slowly controlling your way all the way down. And relaxing. Maybe doing a few neck stretches after this, just in case you put a little too much strain on that neck during the exercise. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. If you're looking for a more detailed session on how to get into this exercise, I just posted one as well on our membership only page, so please check that out and join. I'd love to see you there. As always, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you again soon. Bye guys.